So I moved to New York City for a job 3 months ago, and what I really wanted to do was be able to ride my bike in New York City. And I had this huge hesitation about buying a bicycle and that I wanted to ride, and having to guard it with my life at all times. And I wanted to have a light bicycle, and I didn't want to have a 25-pound lock. So I went to my local bike shop, and they had this thing, and they said, you should check this out. If you're looking at all these locks with hesitation, look at this lock. And so,
which bike shop was that?
This was a bike shop in Greenpoint bikes. Those guys, they're crazy. And there's anyway, so I checked out this, and I love gadgets, and it seems a little bit gadgety. Yeah. And I'm also, have a design and a little bit of engineering history myself, and so I started to look at where could you break this lock, and I saw the little rivets, and they explained to me those rivets actually weren't something that would get broken. They explained to me about the titanium, but I just kept feeling the weight, and the weight was a big deal. And it turned out, as I got used to using it and figured out how it worked with my bike, it was faster than any other lock that I've ever used. I could just instantly pop it off my bike and toss it through the front wheel and the frame around anything, anywhere, and be totally secure about going into the deli with leaving my bike behind. I've got a 7-mile commute from Brooklyn to Manhattan one way. Yeah. So, and then I'll usually pack a loop around the park on my way home, or something else. So I ride 20 miles a day every day for the last 3 months. And then on Saturdays and Sundays I ride 50 miles a day. Right. So, but not like I wear jeans when I ride. I mean, I wear my cleats, but so I'm a super commuter in that sense. It's not a fancy bike. It's a $500 bike. Yeah. But I also don't want my bike to be stolen. I stop for a bagel every morning, and I pull up to the street post, and I just in 2 seconds my bike is totally happily locked on the post right outside the deli, and then I go back inside, and then I come back out, and then I can lock it back up, toss it through, and then just get back on it in another 2 seconds.